This is how to increase your endurance and distance with inline skating. Inline skating is the perfect form of cardiovascular exercise, the perfect way to increase your endurance, almost zero impact on your joints. Inline skating is by far the most enjoyable, body-friendly form of training you can possibly find. If you're not inline skating, get on it. Hopefully, having logged around 1,200 kilometers so far lends a little bit of credibility to what I'm about to share with you. This is how you can increase your endurance and distance on inline skates. So the way I do it, the first thing is to log your distance. It's free. If you have a phone, you just download the Strava app. It takes hardly any data at all. You can log your distance with GPS accuracy down to the 0.01 of a kilometer. And you just log all your activities, and that way you can count your monthly distance. You can count your weekly distance. Without doing this, it's not very motivating. If you're just out there skating around just for fun, that's great too. But if you want to increase your distance, you need to keep track. So number one, log it. Number two, you want to stretch. You don't have to do yoga. You don't have to get crazy, but you want to definitely stretch your thighs and your glute muscles every single day, especially at the start. Number three, increase your distance and duration slowly over time. So at the start of the season, I start out every other day, 20 to 30 minutes. I try and curb my enthusiasm and keep my sessions to 30 or 40 minutes every other day at the start. For the first 2 to 4 weeks, just break the body in, let it get used to that. Don't just pedal to the metal right off the bat. I've done that before. I've started out doing 30-kilometer skates every day, and it ends in disaster. I end up having to take a couple weeks off because the body just fights back and says no, and you notice all kinds of uncomfortable sensations come up, and it's just a bad idea. So increase slowly over time. I recommend 40 minutes every other day at the start, if you can. Some people, that's going to be way too much. Some people, you want to start 20 minutes every other day, but then on opposite the days you skate, you want to walk. So Monday, skate 20 to 30 minutes. Tuesday, walk 20 to 30 minutes. Wednesday, skate. Thursday, and then so walk, skate. And if you need a rest day, by all means, take it. I don't take rest days anymore because they're miserable. I hate rest days. I hate not doing anything for an entire day, and I don't think it's necessary. In fact, I haven't taken a rest day in over 3 months. If I'm not inline skating, or hiking, or walking, or doing hill sprints, or doing an ab routine, then I am lifting weights or cross training. So number one, log your distance. 2, stretch. 3, increase your distance and duration slowly over time. Number 4 is get good skates. The K2 VO2s, the Macroblade 103WD, and I also have a pair of Macroblade 80s, but the skates that I'm most relying on now are the 100mm wheels. I find the increase in speed, the decreased vibration just let me skate further, faster, and I have more fun, and they're the best. They are my go-to skates now. They're the most comfortable. I can do 20 kilometers 1 hour in them, no problem. You gotta have good skates. If you have skates that are too tight or not comfortable, it's gonna be pretty hard to go as far and as long as you want. Along with good skates, I highly recommend investing in an ultramarathon vest. They're super light. They don't limit your mobility at all. So you can keep your water in it, keep your phone in it. It weighs nothing and it doesn't make you sweaty. One of those is worth its weight in gold. Now, I don't skate with protective equipment other than a helmet because it does limit mobility. While risky, it leads into the 5th point. Find a safe, comfortable place you can skate regularly. I have a helmet in case of a catastrophic injury, but you don't need knee pads and elbow pads once you get to a certain level of proficiency on skates, if you have a safe track. Now that being said, if you don't know your track that you skate regularly, you will find yourself jumping over grates and stuff like that and taking chances and flying down hills and having to go ripping off the path and onto grass to slow down, and you just get lucky. But if you get injured, it's going to be really difficult to keep going. So if you are doing a lot of city skating, I recommend getting elbow and knee pads for sure, but it is so much better if you can find an asphalt bike path 20 to 30 kilometers in length. As long as you go at the right times a day, there's no people in the way, there's no obstacles, you don't have to worry about any of that shit. All you worry about is just going forward. So that is how I increase my inline skate endurance. I think anyone can do it. I'm just a regular guy, not a sponsored athlete, nothing like that. I just purely go for the joy of inline skating and the health benefits. It lets me eat whatever I want and stay relatively lean. I have not found a better form of exercise. So there you go. Look to always push past your limits. Look to always skate a little bit further than you did before, and that's how you can do it. If you have any specific questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to discuss how to increase inline skate endurance with you. I'm sure there are other things that I have not covered in this video, but this is the first time doing a video like this, so let me know what you think. I've given myself a crazy goal of skating 2,600 kilometers, the equivalent distance from Calgary, Alberta to Tijuana, Mexico, skating all the way from Canada to Mexico in one season, 2,600 kilometers. I am almost halfway there, and the season's about halfway over. So we'll get to Tijuana, Mexico on inline skates in 1 calendar year. Thanks a lot for watching.